Hi, God bless and shalom. I have some questions for a domestic abuse survivor. Can you describe what your relationship was like in the beginning? In the beginning, it was fun and it seemed to be building a great friendship, but I did think it was odd that he wanted me to be with him at all times when I wasn't working. Eventually, he had me quit my jobs, 2 of them. The abuse started verbally and then a few slaps to the back of the head. Then it was moving furniture together, and he purposely slammed the dresser towards the wall, smashing and breaking my finger. What were some of the first signs that things weren't right? The first sign that things weren't right were when he slapped me and then started crying when I kicked him out of my house. I thought that was very odd, but I wasn't wise enough to know that it meant he was very unstable, like Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. What helped you recognize that what you were experiencing was abuse? I knew immediately that it was wrong, but when I had a fat lip and a black eye, I truly realized it was abuse. Did you try to leave before you were finally able to? What made it difficult? I did try to leave many times before I finally got away. I almost got across the street a few times, but he hit me with his car. I would try to get uh, I would try and get change together to go use the payphone because my phone mysteriously turned up missing, but he would take all of the change. I tried to jump over a wooden fence and he grabbed my legs and pulled me back down into the yard, cheese grating my legs, and so many more. What kind of support did you receive from friends, family, or professionals? He stole my phone from the very beginning, so I wasn't able to let anyone know that he was abusing me. I had no support because everyone who witnessed him abusing me would turn their heads. Everyone was afraid of him, so no one would tell him to stop. Was there a turning point or moment when you knew you had to get out? What was that like? The turning point was me almost losing my eye and getting 5 stitches in my face. He decided to wake up in a bad mood and started whipping me with a belt. Fortunately, I had a belt on because I was so skinny, so I slid it off and as quick as I could and started to swing the belt with the metal part to keep him away from me. I think that it hit him because he got even more angry and he picked up what looked like a soda can and threw it at my face. He said it was a cell phone, but either way, he threw something at my face. If I had not seen him pick up something and duck, then I would not have my eye. I thank God for my instincts. How did you begin to heal emotionally, mentally, and physically after leaving? By talking about it and taking away the power of it. I share it so that it will save someone from going through it if they can spot the red flags earlier than I did. I am still in the process of healing mentally and emotionally. I think that it might be a lifelong process, actually. What are some things you wish people understood about domestic abuse survivors? That most of us become masculine because of the fact that we go into survival mode. It takes someone special to deal with a person who is a survivor of domestic abuse and or sexual abuse. What I have found is that I tend to act very tomboyish, not allowing a man to actually be a man, and that has affected relationships. So now I am stepping into my feminine and allowing my husband to be the man and lead. How was your experience shaped? How has your experience shaped the person you are today? It has majorly shaped who I am today. I have such a drive. I am so strong and resilient. I have extreme amounts of patience now. And I have such a drive and a passion to help other women and other males that are domestic abuse survivors, because it does happen to male and female. But it has shaped me in who I am today because I am much kinder to everybody else. I tend to think of what somebody could possibly be going through, because I know when I was being abused, if I ever got by myself, I didn't have the best attitude towards life. I didn't really even want to be alive. So if somebody greeted me, I probably wasn't the nicest or the friendliest. And people need to understand that that's not just somebody trying to be rude or, mean to you. It's sometimes they're going through something that we don't know. What advice would you give to someone who is currently in an abusive relationship? Get out as soon as you can. I was afraid to continue trying to escape because I thought he would kill me. In fact, he told me he would kill me if I ever left him. When I told my grandmother, who was a domestic abuse survivor as well, she told me something so simple yet so profound. She said, would you rather die because you stay and he hits you in the head too hard and accidentally kills you the next time? Or would you rather die trying to save yourself? I chose to save myself and risk death, and I pray that is what others will choose as well. Life is worth fighting for. It isn't always bad, and it does really get better. You just have to get away, and you have to really want it. And that goes for anything in life. If you fight for it and you're relentless enough and don't give up, you'll get what you're aiming to get. And if you're aiming to get out safely, then you will get out safely. And I pray that you do. I hope that this helps in some way, shape, or form. And God bless and shalom.